Hey everybody, it's Luke over at Galaxy Tech Review, and today we have a product from Kmashi. This is their Force K2 8,000 milliamp battery charger that also has the ability to jumpstart a vehicle battery. So very interesting here. This is something that I happen to have a newer car, so I don't have a dead battery to test this on, so I'm going to apologize in the first place that we're not going to show you a live jumping of a dead battery. If at a later time I run into somebody that runs out of battery and we need to actually use this guy and do use it, I don't wish any bad fortune on anyone, but if things like that do happen, we will definitely try to get it on video so that we can add it to our review at a later time. So let's take a look at this guy. The price of this guy is $59.99 on Amazon. Something that I personally will be keeping in my car just in case I run into somebody that has a dead battery, or I myself leave the lights on or something like that overnight. I will actually have this and be able to use it. Now they say on a full charge you can jump a battery up to 10 times on this, and we'll get into more of that when we get into the user manual here. So cool presentation box by Kmashi. The fact that you can actually recharge devices with this and actually jump your car with it is actually pretty cool. So let's get into this. This is the unit itself here. As you can see, it's not overly huge or anything like that. On the back, we do have some specifications. The model is the Force K2. The capacity is that 8,000 milliamp, 29 watt hour battery. The input is 5 volt 2 amp. The USB output is 5 volt 2.1 amp max, and you do get one output here for charging devices. You do get the EC5 output is 14.8 volts at 200 amps max, and that would be for your car jump there. And the executive standard and all that other stuff we're just going to leave for that. Now it's got a nice Kmashi badge on the front here. It's kind of got this, it is all plastic, but it's kind of got this faux stitching here on the side. I'm not really against it or for it. They probably could have just left it off. I don't really mind it either way. It kind of gives a little bit of a grip on the corners though when you're holding on to it, so that's kind of cool. But I know what they were going for there. It doesn't detract from the usefulness of the item. It's got this red and black, which is a cool contrast of colors here. You've got a button here that when you push it, it's going to show you how much you have left in your power bank. 25%, 50%, 75%, 100%. They also say not to try to jump the car unless you're at least over 25%, so that is a bit of information that you'll need for this guy. Again, looking at this, we have about between 50 and 75% left on this guy after our testing. Now we tested this with a Note 4 that has a 3200 milliamp battery in it, and we got well over two full charges on my phone before I had to worry about recharging this guy, so that is pretty cool. Now if you double tap this, you're going to get your LED that comes on, and then you double tap it to turn it off as well, and that is useful again for keeping in the car if you get stuck at night or something like that. You've got this guy to help you out with light, as well as being able to jump start a car, as well as charging a mobile device. With the 2.1 amps that you'll get out of this guy, you can charge phones or tablets, so it does have some versatility there. Let us look at the cables that they give you. They do give you these jumper cables here. They are very heavy duty. I was very surprised. As you can see, they've got good grab to them, nice teeth on them. I don't think you would have any problems attaching these to your battery leads, so that's awesome. They do have an inline box here, and this is the 2-prong adapter that hooks directly into this port right here, so that when you do want to try to jump start, you'll have it right there. It's the EC5 port there, with a nice flap over it to keep that protected. This guy is in an inline box here, and as it says, blue is on, flashing is testing, red is failure. So they give you an indicator here with some built-in protection as well, which we'll go over in the user guide here. Now they do give you a smaller USB to micro USB cable to recharge the device, and if you have an Android device, you can charge your Android device with this cable as well. Obviously, if you want to do an iPhone or something like that, you would need your Lightning cable to do that. So that is cool that they threw an extra one in here for us. It would have been nice if they threw a Lightning cable in too, or an adapter to make this micro a Lightning cable, but we're not going to ask too much. Most people with iPhones already have a Lightning cable and wouldn't need it anyway. So let's get this packaging out of the way. We'll go over the user guide. Again, in our testing, we had no problems with this guy keeping up with our Galaxy Note 4 and giving us, on a larger phone, giving us over 2 full charges before we had to actually recharge the power bank. So basically, they give you a thank you here for purchasing their product. They have a QR code that you can scan to contact them on Facebook. They do give you a 1-year hassle-free warranty on this. First 30 days, Amazon offers return service. After 3 months, you can contact them by message or Facebook to get a solution. And they offer, an exchange. It's a 1-year hassle-free warranty, which is great from Kmashi. We have gone over several Kmashi products in the past, and they all have been quality. So this guy follows suit in what Kmashi has done for us. They do list their Skype, their Facebook, their website, a telephone number, and an email support along with that QR code that you can scan. So you have a huge range of ways to get in touch with Kmashi. They are very interested in making sure that you are happy with your purchase. Now, the user guide, we're going to go over very quickly here. The car start, obviously they tell you to put the red clamp on the positive side of your battery and the back, and the black on the negative, so that you do know that. I mean, I guess there's people out there who wouldn't know to do that, but that is the case. Connect the clamps to the power bank, red light, and will beep and turn off. Start your car, take the power bank clamps off immediately after starting your car successfully. So basically it's going to be kind of an automatic jump here for you. Again, the red light will turn on, and when it beeps and turns off, you should be jumped and ready to go. So Discharge Protection is built in. After trying to start your car twice or 4 seconds after the starting, the power bank will automatically turn off the connection with your car and reconnect after 60 seconds. So they have a little bit of built-in protection there so that you don't have to worry about shorting out the battery or anything happening to your car battery, that type of thing. Again, they give you some FAQs here. If you can't start the car, the output protection might be in, the red light is flashing, that type of thing. Again, you have this box in line that will tell you these things to let you know whether you are having problems with the power bank not having enough power in it, or that type of thing to jump the car. Overcurrent, short circuit, or incorrect connection of the output, red light flashing and beeps warning. Overcurrent, check your starter, the starter or circuit of your car. Short circuit, check the output circuit of your car. Incorrect connection, make sure that the positive and negative of the clamps are in the right position. So again, you have several different troubleshooting tips in this little guide here too. After starting your car, it may take up to 30 seconds to release the heat of the clamps, and the blue indicator stays bright. In order to avoid short circuit or cause fire, please do not cross the 2 clamps during that time. So obviously, even though you want to take these guys off, you got to be very careful about having these guys touch together even afterwards, just because they have some energy running through them. Again, they go over some the power options here. Again, you've got 4 LEDs on the top that I've already shown you that tell you whether you have 25%, 25 to 50, 50 to 75, or 75 to 100. The red battery clip, again, they show you how to hook this guy up and actually get your car jumped if you want to. And again, you can jump this guy up to 10 times on a full charge with this. So if you jump it once, you don't have to run right out and recharge it again. You've got several jump attempts to get it going. Technical specs on this, the size is 145 by 80 by 20 millimeters. The weight is 260 grams. The output, the car starts opening at 14.8 volts. The USB port is 5 volts at 2.1 amps. The input is a 5 volt at 2 amp, and you'll find that on the side. This is for recharging the power bank itself and jump starter. Peak current is 400 amps, starting current is 200 amps, and fully charged time takes about 4 to 5 hours to fully charge this guy up. Again, some more troubleshooting in here as well, and some warning stuff that we have already gone over. Now, again, I had no problems with this charging regular phone battery. I'll show you real quick. It's very simple. You've got this 2-foot cable that they give you with the Kmashi logo on it. You're going to want to put this guy right in the top of your power bank, and then you're just going to want to connect it to your phone. And you're since I didn't push the button to turn it on, it kind of times out after a little bit of time if you're not using it to charge. You now see that we are at 88% and we are charging. So overall, awesome product from Kmashi. Very cool to keep in your car. If you're worried about jumping, it's actually the next evolution in just keeping jumper cables in your car, because now you actually have a device that will actually jump the car for you. You don't need 2 cars. You don't need to worry about trying to flag somebody down to see if they'll give you a jump. You can actually do it yourself and be good to go. Again, if I get more footage on that and actually run into a situation where we need to jump a car, I will add that to this review. This was Luke from Galaxy Tech Review. If you have any questions or comments about this guy, please leave them in the comment section below. Please like and subscribe, and we'll check you guys out on the next video.